I'm sorry, but my voice is a little bit not the way it is. But gotta clear my throat. Here's halacha in Shulchan Aruch, brought down the Siman Tzadik Siv Yutet. It's brought down the following halacha. It says a person must set himself a Makom Kavua la Tefila. Makom Kavua, that means a one set specific place for prayer. Meaning, you have to make sure you're sitting in one place. How do we know that? We know that from Abraham Avinu. Abraham Avinu, the Gemara says, Vayashkem Abraham baboker, right? Abraham got up in the morning, El Makom asher amacham, to the place that he stood over there. Chazal say, what means he stood over there? Already means he stood over there in Tefillah. So Chazal learned from here that the place a person prays, that should be always that same place where he prays again and again. Few reasons. First of all, the place that you are there and you used to that place, there's less distractions for you. You don't get so much distracted. Because every time you switch a place, you go somewhere else, your mind flies and you can't concentrate yourself because it's just, it's too many things are happening around. So it's easier to concentrate oneself when he prays in that same spot. Another reason is, so when I heard someone say, why is it the person should have a set place in the shul so you don't offend your friends? One day you sit next to Aaron, tomorrow you go sit down next to Abraham, so Aaron says, Makarali, what happened to me? What am I? A chopped liver? It's not nice. So the guy feels a little bit offended. Says, no, nothing against you. So therefore we get used to. What happens when somebody comes and sits in your place? So you're Arba Amot. You have those Arba Amot, you could sit over there with Arba Amot. You should definitely offer your seat to somebody else. Nobody will get offended. Another reason is, they say one time there's a story brought down that in Vilna, please. One time was brought down the story, the following interesting story. They said that one time a Jew walked into a shul, and when he walked into the shul, he prayed in a certain spot. And where he prayed, it says that his mind opened up. He was able to pray with such a great kavanah. He was pretty much flying. He got almost invisible, almost. That's how far he went. So he says, wow. He says, I had such a great prayer today. So people told him, you know why? He says, why? Because the place you stood is where once Gaon de Vilna stood to pray. Mm-hmm. So that place has a very big effect on the place where you pray. So if you treat your place properly, the place will treat you properly too. If you don't treat your place properly, don't expect a lot in return. Okay, let us proceed further. It's a true story, yes. I heard the story. It was put down. Another one.
I want to pray by Gabriel's place.
There's another halakha. Another halakha is brought down the following. It says that a person should always enter 2 doors before he prays in the shul, which means every shul must have 2 doors. Now that does not mean literally you're supposed to have 2 doors in order. So what? If the shul has only 1 door to enter, that's it. We don't go to pray over there. No, the Gemara in Masechet Berachot brings the Rishonim. The Rishonim, they explain few explanations. They say the following, that a person should ikanes does not mean literally walk in 2 doors. It means that he should walk into shi'ur shnei ptachim. Now shi'ur shnei ptachim means the time it takes a person to enter 2 doors. How long does it take to open 2 doors? 1, it's not a second, 2, another second, right? It takes time. It's not so fast. The same thing, they say a person should first walk in and wait a little, and only afterwards you should pray. Because if you're running from outside, and you're running in, Ashra Yoshve Betecha Odi Alelu Chasela, it's not Yoshve Betecha and it's not Odi Alelu Chasela, your mind is completely somewhere else. So you run in and you sit down, wait a few seconds, relax. When you relax, Yashev Da'atcha, then you pray. The Gemara says that Hasidim Rishonim, the early Hasidim, they used to do much more than that. They did not do the din of waiting, just waiting, the shiur of Shnei Ptachim, which is the Ikar Adin. It says they went above and beyond. They used to stay in the place for an hour, and an hour, wait an hour, meditate, and afterwards pray for an hour, and then again, after they finish praying, they would go ahead and meditate for another hour to come back to themselves and be able to go.
How much
I don't know. Way later on. Okay, but another thing is like this. Another explanation what it means Shnei Ptachim, not time-wise, but actually space-wise. Meaning, how long does it take you to? What's the normal size of a door? So it's arba tfachim, 4 tfachim. So shnei shuri, shnei tfachim means 8 tfachim, which means don't sit right by the door. You enter a shul, don't jump on that seat. You know why? Because if you take that spot right near the door, you show everybody very well, shown publicly. Kama shemahel, come on, as fast as possible. Get in fast. Run out faster, right? So that is the idea. So we want our person sit a little bit away from the door. 8 tfachim away. Don't put the chair right by the door. It's not a good thing to do. Okay? Move away from there. It's not good for you. So this means space-wise stay away. Unless you have a set Makom Kavua. They gave you a seat right next to the door. You came in last. You moved in last into the neighborhood and all the seats were taken. So they did a chesed with you. They gave you a chair right near the door. Yeah? So then in that situation you have to make sure the following, that this door that you're sitting next to is not open to Shut Arabim. Because if it's open to Shut Arabim, this was actually the reason why they did it, you won't be able to concentrate. The door opens, what do you see? Aha! That car accident right there, I saw what happened. Right? The next thing you know is that person trip and fall. I know what happened. This guy over there,
what about people that are sitting next to the window?
Huh?
People sitting next
those people who sit next to the window also not so, because the shul's windows are not supposed to be low, they're supposed to really be up high, not really low. That was the purpose of having those windows. Okay. Yes. Another one, it says like this. Another halakha, this is for the whole week, please. Listen in. It says the following, that a person should try his best, that nothing should interrupt between him and the wall. Chazal said that Abba bin Yamin, what mitztayer kol yamav, he always felt bad, that nothing should be an intermediate between him and the wall. Like from Chizkiyahu Melech Yehuda, it says, Vayasef Chizkiyahu, right? It says Chizkiyahu turned his face to the wall and he prayed. So Chazal learned from here that you're not supposed to have a davar chotzetz, something interrupting between you and the wall. Now what's called something which is interrupting between you and the wall? It means an object that is not usually there at all. If an object is and also specifically an object that that's usually there, so which means a chair, not a problem. A table, not a problem. A stender, not a problem also. So when it says that you're not supposed to, we will talk about everything. So it says a person is not a problem. An animal is not a problem. Baalei Hayim Einam Chotzitim is not a problem at all. It's machlokit about animals, but we hold in Shulchan Aruch Halakha that animals is not a problem either. When it says something which is interrupting between you and the wall, is an object which is not usually there. And it's something which is what? Which is big enough as 10 tfachim and 4 tfachim. 10 by 4 means 10 high and 4 wide. So that's considered to be davar chotzetz. Suddenly out of nowhere somebody brought something and put in front of you that's not usually there. So that is considered to be a chotzetz.
What if you don't pray in front of a wall?
Say it again?
What if like people don't pray? Not everybody prays in front of a wall.
We all do. Even you standing all the way there, there's nothing interrupting between you and the wall. That's not considered to be interruptions. Shoes, benches, and shoes, tables is not considered an interruption. People are not considered interruption.
What is?
What is considered interruption? Something which is not usually there.
Like?
What about like the women's mechitza section?
Oh, the mechitza section, that makes it, according to many poskim, that's a separate room. You might not be even in the shul.
Wow.
What if it has the curtain?
I don't know, if once it's 10
what's the bottom line on it?
Once it's 10 high, you're done.
What's the bottom line in it?
So even if you have curtains, no curtains, it might be a separation between you and the rest of the people.
What do we hold?
So you should definitely make yourself, do yourself a big favor and make sure stand on the side. Huh?
What do we hold?
Petach, we learned halakha, brought down that is, if the door closes and you stay within, perfect. And if you,
in the kitchen.
Huh?
In the kitchen.
And that's already a separate room, it's not so good. According to many poskim, it might be it's not good. Well, tell them to, tell them maybe last week he was a woman, that's why he likes to pray.
What's the bottom line with the mechitza? What's the bottom line?
Mechitza, halakha
maybe.
I
What's the
remember
bottom line?
Rabbi Felder, it said in halakha, brought down, he says people should make sure, I felt in late with Moret said that he's a very big Talmid Chacham, he says people should not pray behind mechitza. Shouldn't pray behind the mechitza.
What is the Shulchan Aruch?
Shulchan Aruch, that's based on Shulchan Aruch. Should not pray behind the mechitza. It's a separate room. It's not good for you.
So we should tell them to come out. It's Friday. Everybody's running late.
Oh, you go to Keter Torah.
Let's say you have 9 people in the room and the guy is behind the mechitza. There's no minyan. What are you doing? Big problem.
No, so it's more than 9 people there. So it's 100 people.
So don't you put a new bal tefillah over there. Continue praying also.
Hold on, Rabbi, we learn.
If you see some people like this,
Didn't we learn where was
might be a
that?
connection, but it's not a good
About the
idea.
Birkat Kohanim. That is, even a metal wall is going to go through.
That's Birkat Kohanim.
It's Birkat Kohanim.
That's Birkat Kohanim. Okay?
You
But
could
to be part of the minyan is a different story. Let's get to where we were. Hold on a second. He says you should know something which is not a usual thing to be there. Somebody brought something which is not usual to be there. Somebody came and he brought a picture and he put it there, right in front of you. And this picture is not 10 by 4, not 10 high, and 4 wide. That's a chatzitza, no good. That's a chotzitz. So you should know that better off to pray normal. Pretty much this concept of having chatzitza, is not really so much a problem with the shoes that we have today. Now, the only thing is, one second, something slipped my mind.
Thank you, Rabbi Asher.
Okay, so this is as far as what the concept of chatzitza goes. Okay, now, those big closets, big huge closets that you have in the house, it's standing there between you and the wall. It's not something which is movable. You don't have to move your refrigerator in order to pray. Please do yourself a favor. The ovens can stay in their place. Don't move them either. Pray b'kavanah. You don't want things flying. You move the thing. You let the cables a little bit loose. You have a gas leak and something really flies high afterwards. Be careful. Make sure it's not you. Another one is the following halakha. It says that a person should really be careful and do a favor. He should not really pray directly behind another person. Yeah, you pray a little bit long. It's those people who like to pray long, they have a kosher corner, the closest to the wall possible. Those people who pray a little bit faster.
The question is, is when you come to a shul, like we go over there, right? You walk in, the room is packed. Can you walk people that already start praying? Can you walk in between them?
No, you're not allowed to. Okay.
What do you do?
Huh? No, if the guy stood right by the door, it's his fault. You have to walk in front.
But he has no choice also because there is no room, so he stands there.
He should have done something. I don't know. It's like an elevator, that room. Okay, let's go further.
Oh, Rabbi,
yes?
Can you pray, let's say it's packed like you said, can you go to the mechitza?
Behind the mechitza? No, you have to be inside, not outside.
Sometimes
no good. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. But definitely you should do yourself a favor, is push your way through, sure. You play in NFL,
if the mechitza inside is like a battalion, can we do it or no? If the mechitza inside the shul under the one ceiling, can we do it or no?
No, it's like a separate room already. Really? It's no good. Don't pray behind mechitzot. It's not a good idea at all. Okay. Don't do it. It's like a separate room.
But you say under the same ceiling.
Who cares? Yeah. Who cares? I have one big building, 10 rooms. I'm still on the one ceiling, right?